Wow. Okay. You're a powerhouse, Ellen. You don't have any. You
Yeah.
don't have any shortage of creating and recreating and
what are you
starting
doing?
over.
Well,
what
actually,
are you doing?
I'm kind of in a stuck place where I'm trying to find my next creation, and I just don't have that.
So tell me the weather in your. Okay, tell me the weather in your area today.
It's like early spring. It doesn't feel like late May. It feels more like early May. It was in the 60s. Up, it's sunny and pleasant. Very nice. All the flowers are blooming, and it's a nice day. It was a very nice day.
So your gift at this point in time is supposed to be in documenting what has actually gone on where you're living and putting it into a perspective, and not putting it into a dry perspective like these are the facts, this is the structure, but putting it into a perspective about how it creates a change, because it's not going to be the same in New York. It's going to be a different world there. In fact, I think that you have an opportunity to take and do that sort of observation sort of process of being the witness and observing process in a couple of major cities and taking and putting that together. Not a documentary, but just a snapshot. And if somebody wants to look further, they can look through the video, but you are a creative individual who has created money for other people, invested in other people's ventures, and you've always been involved in the arts, whether it was music, museums, travel, or humanitarian causes. You've always pursued the arts.
Okay. And when you're talking always, are you talking about this lifetime or are you talking about past lifetimes?
What are you doing this lifetime? Are you involved in the arts?
Only on the side, not for a career. I enjoy the arts.
Well,
she's a supporter.
I tell you something.
Of arts.
My husband's an artist, and I wish supporters would quit saying that they're only supporters, because my husband doesn't have anybody to sell the art to if I don't have a supporter. So it's just as important, if not maybe a little bit more important than the artists at times, depending on where we are in the cycle and the balance. So who's
she going to meet at the museum? Who's she going to meet at the museum, Suzanne?
Who's she going to meet? But what's the other part of your question? The other part of your question is one, you have been a supporter of the arts. It's equally as important as being an artist. You are incredibly educated and very talented, really articulate, great social skills. Truly are a person who really believes that people create their own destiny. You are factual and realistic, and truly are somebody who has an ability to see people for what they are and accept them. No discounting or discriminating against people. You've really made a real difference in the world in being willing to work on these problems. So I think you're a fantastic human being.
I appreciate the pep talk, because I've been kind of on the downside, and I just want to
dear.
say thank you. I don't feel that way about myself, but I'm willing to listen to somebody say that to me, because it makes me feel better. Really, thank you.
Oh, sweetheart. Pat yourself on the back.
I've told her past lives. But she is strong. You've got the power of a very powerful woman that were in the past life, but your past lives did come up. But you also were a high priestess, but you were a very, very strong woman. So you would be considered like Suzanne and I are doing. I've died a couple of times, so I'm an avatar master. But, it's like I chose to come back and do this oracle reading, but you really were one. So that was your past life and your past cards. So you're very strong internally. That's why we heard it in your voice immediately, because you've been a very powerful, strong high priestess in your past lives. Now, this one here, you're working this time, and this one is about you getting straight with the law and strong with your wisdom. So apparently this is more of an intellectual, not so like oracle. You don't owe people. You've already done your service, so doing your oracle work in the past. But you're worried about death in this reality now. Now, I can't tell you that means change. It doesn't necessarily mean death, but it does mean complete change. But what we're going through with COVID-19 in New York, wait, did you say you were in New York?
Yes,
did you say that?
New York, yes.
Okay, good. Because I was like, wait a minute, why is the death card in New York? Okay, but all that's right in the now. But the future looks good. I wouldn't worry too much about the law and death in New York and all that right now, because that's pulling you down a little bit. So what we need to do is get you realizing that your wisdom and education has kept you strong. Now, in the now, it says it's showing me that you want to go somewhere, because it's showing me that your wisdom is telling you, no, let's go somewhere, let's go on a vacation, let's go to the mountains, let's go somewhere, but let's go somewhere and go, it's like you want to get away, but that could be because of the way things are where you are right now. So just, be aware that all that's fine. Now, how you get yourself back up in the future is it's showing you're working on a whole lot of things mentally. I see this card a lot lately, but why don't you have any guides? Where's your guides? Why are you going through this? Well, I shouldn't say that, but anyway, you're going through change, and there's some controversy up for you, and it's all about the change. So what you may want to do is you are changing jobs, right? You're changing?
I would like to. That's part of it, but I haven't been able to move on to a different position. Long story. I would like to. Let me just put it that way.
All right, let me look at your path on getting there. Okay, communications up. So look into online and look at affiliate marketing, because that's really good for people like you that have wisdom and you want to expand your flow. But you're really good, aren't you? Don't you work with computers or something to do with it? I keep seeing you like 9 to 5. For some reason, I keep seeing Dolly Parton 9 to 5. Did you like that movie, or were you part of that? You work in an office? What does that mean?
I work in an office, and I use laptops all the time for, doing my work.
Yeah, because the cards weren't showing me that. That was just a vision and a song in my head. I was like, why am I seeing this? So the computer and all that. All right, so you need no resistance for your wisdom and acceptance, but use that for what you can do with your receptivity with the computer. So you do need to go ahead and set up your business at home. Trust yourself for your future and your potential, because you're going to be helping people with their confrontations and opposition. Have you ever thought about helping people get jobs? Because this is a good time to set up funding, consulting, and working at home and helping headhunters, although some headhunters aren't making it. But for some reason, your future, I see that you're grounded enough to do that. You know what I'm saying? Even if you started as a part-time, you may not be interested in it, but that leadership ability and helping other people express, because you're computer literate. And believe it or not, even though people use phones, a lot of them don't know how to get themselves back in, back in the system, or back in motivation or momentum forward. I wouldn't say that it's Suzanne, what is that? It used to be headhunters, but she can do it. She has the skills from her house in New York.
I got a question for you. Did you lose people that you were close to as the result of the pandemic?
No, not close to me. No.
Okay.
She's just real empathic.
There's just such an impression that in the past year you lost somebody who was close to you, and you're ready to make the transition into the new type of work. You're overqualified, overskilled, but for some reason or another, when it comes time to doing the presentation, you don't come across as being warm and friendly, and it really isn't about being warm and friendly. So I want to encourage you to reapply and go through the process again, because this time you get it. This time it works because your skills, you're incredibly talented, and you should not be looking at any concerns and you are the person who helps other people. Theresa's talking about you looking for employment for people, but I see that your job creates employment for other people. So you're like that person that when you're working, 12 to 14 other people get work.
Like on LinkedIn, she can update her resume and stuff, but yet while she's looking or putting herself out there, she'll help other people. She's very computer literate, so she can help other people. But that's something you have to want to do. Yeah, but she'll get her momentum going in that way on LinkedIn for sure.
Her job creates other jobs for other people. That's how she's an expanded soul, and so she just needs to take and find a place that acknowledges her and lets her do her work and is just like, well, leave the genius to her work because she can do it. And then she creates work and wealth and opportunity and connections. But she does need that right brain activity because she's so left brain. When she does enough right brain, her left brain comes into focus.
Okay, well, that lion came up again, like willpower. So she has to need the will and be receptive to helping other people. So if she puts herself out there, the more every day that she puts more into herself, she'll expand. So you're calling her an expander, which is like a networker, right? Is an expander the same as a networker?
She's an expanded soul, so she carries more souls with her. When she walks into a situation, she takes and she has this expanded soul, so she has like the memory of like 500,000 souls. She has the consciousness and awareness of many, many souls. And so when she walks into a situation, people say, well, they don't understand her. What they don't understand is how intelligent she is, how expanded she is, and it's like she has a larger soul's presence, and people are impacted by that. But she's gotten a defeated attitude recently because she hasn't gotten her place that she wants. And it's just, you kind of have to let those small-minded people, let go of them and start the process over because this time it works. That's my words of encouragement for you, is that when you go after it this time, it really falls into place.
Nice.
I want to say thank you. I think you really read something. You really tapped into me. There's a lot of things that you said really ring true. I don't dislike the people I work with, but I just really feel held back, and I feel some people I work with are just petty. I just don't want to be bothered with them. I don't mean
I know. I get it.
That's just true. Her energy, though. She's expanded soul. She got them. That's because she's strong in her past life. Very, very powerful. You're a very powerful reader in your past life. But you know what we're doing? It's like, oracles are, you're the helper to the kings and the queens and the people. So you brought that in this time. So it's okay. Maybe you need a little bit of a break in your future. But I still see you helping everybody, so I guess just keep it up. Keep up your laptops. Don't become a truck driver anytime soon. Although that's good money. I did it for 8 years.
You call us anytime that you need support, because you're somebody who has a great deal of influence and you're able to really help the world change. And you are right. People are often petty, small-minded, opinionated. And I mean, for what?
Well, give her your phone number. Why don't you give her your phone number?
Yeah, would you like my phone number?
I am writing it down right now as we talk.
Oh, okay. It's 714-400.
I'm sorry, 714. I'm sorry, I didn't get it. Start it over again.
714-400.
Yes.
7384.
I got it. Thank you so much, ladies. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Have a great evening. You were great. Thank you so
much.
much.
Yeah, come back and listen to the show. Thanks for being a part of the show.
I will. Thank you so much again. Have a great evening. Bye-bye.
You too. Okay, let's see. 561-28. Oh, that's the snore. That was last week, too. Okay, are you on?
Hello.
Did I turn you on? Suzanne, are you on?
Thank you for taking my call. Hey, how are you ladies doing today?
Okay, let me get Suzanne on here. I got